Hello and welcome to What Will You Do? What Will You Do is a segment on Gist Arena where we go into the streets of social media asking people what they would do in a certain scenario, and we get their choices and the reason for the choice. We then collate it and I share with you. So that is what I'm here to do today. I am Cynthia, and Ayotunde and Adenike send their utmost love to you guys. I trust that you have had a wonderful day so far. Without further ado, I'll go straight into the scenario that we are referring to today. It goes thus. What will you do if your spouse, that is husband or wife, and your sibling, that is brother or sister, about applying for a 10 million naira contract and you can only sign for one person, spouse or sibling? Please share your reasons. We had a couple of responses, and I'll be sharing that right away. The first response goes thus. Personally, I'll sign a consortium contract for both of them only if my organization still allows me to sign the contract after I have declared the conflict of interest. Ideally, one should not be involved in a bid process where relatives are bidders. You know what? I didn't even think of this angle. I was probably looking at it on the surface level, and so I like the fact that this person has brought up the subject of conflict of interest. It is extremely important, and it is actually true. So yes, we are assuming that the company is going to allow you to allow you to be involved, despite the fact that your relatives are bidders. Another response says the most qualified to do the job. I love this response as well, because initially when a lot of us read that kind of scenario, what comes to mind is, oh, I want to choose a certain family member because of a certain reason. We almost don't even think that, oh, who would actually get the job done, who is qualified to do it. And that is why I love this response. Another response says, if my brother is married, I will sign for my husband. But if my brother is very single, now my bro, so I'm just wondering why this person says if their brother is married. Does that mean that you think, I don't know. I'm thinking, do you think that because he has a wife now, you don't want them to enjoy? Or I don't know. I mean, this is me just thinking aloud. So if the brother was single, you would have signed for your brother. But since he's married, I guess maybe it's no longer your responsibility. I really don't know. That's me just thinking that out loud. So another response says, "My brother Biko, please don't ask me why. I would ask you why. Why?" Another response says, "My husband, nah. All right, we're not dragging with you." Another response says, "Husband, in my case, wife." Lovely, sir. Another response says, the one who will give me I will see. I guess this person is meaning the one who's gonna grease his or her palms. You too like money. Moving on, my sibling, because he has always been there. Oh my son Joe, but my husband, all is well named. So for those that don't speak Yoruba, oh my son Joe means he will repay me. I'm guessing another version of who's gonna grease their palms, or maybe not. Maybe just thinking in the future when they would need their help, this person would be able to come true for them. But second part of their response is, my husband, all is well. What do you mean by that? Do you mean that you don't trust your husband? Do you mean that your husband is not, you don't trust your husband to have your back? I don't know. Just thinking out loud. Another response says, spouse, cause it is my immediate family now. So the contract is for us. I love it. Take it, sis. Preach. Take it. So basically, what is my husband is mine, and what is mine is my husband. I guess because of this, I guess that's why when like the first comment I read, where the person said, typically you're not allowed to be involved in a bidding process where a relative is a part of, because like this person said, once it's for my husband, it's my own. So it's just almost like you're nominating yourself to receive the contract. So yeah, but I understand. Another person said spouse. I didn't give us response. Why now? Another response is my spouse, wife. That's in brackets because after marriage, the rest are crowd. Once I am married to her, she becomes me automatically. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't know why, but it's not as common as when women or ladies get married and then they say, okay, my husband is me. And like when they try to join themselves with their husband, we don't usually see it on the other side where a man joins himself public. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, it does happen, but it's not very common. So I love that this person has acknowledged his wife as one. Love it, love it, love it. Another response says, depends on which of them has financial integrity. Which one of them is the better investor that will be prudent with the fund and make maximum profit and yielding and will not tell stories. Emotions cannot do this one. This is practical money matter. I love that this person is thinking of who has the financial integrity amongst the both of them, because I mean even myself, when I first saw it, I'm thinking, okay, who is supposed to be more family to me? I love the fact that this person has gone beyond that shell and gone to think of who would actually be able to deliver on the job for which they are going to be given the contract anyways. And I feel like that is really what matters, because even if you give it to your spouse, if your spouse does is not very good with maybe the execution, does not handle money very well, you would definitely end up in premium tiers. So I do appreciate the fact that this person has thought of who actually has financial integrity. Really refreshing. Another person says, spouse now. If not better spouse, so what's happening? You don't trust your spouse as well? Why? Another response says, I would sign for my husband since he is my immediate family member now. I will appeal to my brother to not vex my family first. Interesting. Okay. Another response says it is a no-brainer. I will choose my spouse. It is the only logical and biblical answer. Logical to you, okay? Another response says, well, my spouse it is. The only scenario I can choose me brother. I guess this person means choose my brother is if he gives me the permission to and he doesn't want the contract. I have to want what my husband wants as I owe allegiance to him first. I like the fact that this person is thinking of inclusion. Even if you're not going to give your husband, you're going to give your brother, you don't want it to be as if you excluded you probably didn't consider your husband. So I like the fact that even if you want to give it to your brother, your husband, will be aware and will give his consent. Lovely. Another response says, I'll sign for my husband. I am wondering if anyone will choose otherwise, except the person's partner will not be aware, but if they are aware, it will not work. Oh. I like to respond to this person. Well, people have chosen otherwise, so they have chosen otherwise. That is a couple of people that I mean, a couple of responses that I've read have chosen otherwise. So yes, some people are choosing otherwise. The last response here says, hmm, I'll choose my husband over and over again. The Bible says, and the two shall become one. If I have become one with my husband, any opportunity to see available, any opportunity I see available should go to him first before my extended family, because that is what my brother is. Thank you so much for all of these responses. From what I was able to see, I saw that people voted in these ways. One, some people were more concerned about who was more qualified to do the job among the two of them. It's not even a matter of who the person is in terms of my spouse or my husband or who was closer to me. And I love that. That was very refreshing. That was very good to see that people were, some people were more concerned about who was going to deliver on the job. Some other people responded by saying we're going to pick their husband because of loyalty. Sorry, not husband here. Sorry, spouse. they responded by saying they're going to pick their spouse, which is lovely because they showed loyalty to their spouses as opposed to um, jumping their spouses for their brother. Now, some other people responded by saying they were going to choose their sibling because they felt like the sibling has been with them for a longer time from birth, and they probably still owe loyalty to their sibling and are still treating their spouse as though they have just come on as in they've just come on the journey, with them. And I found that very interesting. All in all, those are the responses that we got. I just I am apologizing if I probably interchanged or used the word husband or the word wife in place of spouse, or if I used brother or sister in place of siblings. I mean, sometimes it gets confusing. Well, anyways, thank you so much for listening to me, for listening to us today. I hope you enjoyed listening to us. We'd love you to engage us. We'd love you to drop your comments on our social media pages. On Instagram, it is at Gist Arena with a double A, and on YouTube, please go search for Gist Arena. You see all of our videos there. Please click on it, watch, like, comment, follow us. Would love, love, love to have you in the pack. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Thank you.